Hey y'all, and welcome to Messages from Your Divine Masculine. And I usually concentrate mostly on the collective energy, but today I really feel led to give you messages from your Divine Masculine. See what he feels or thinks or has to say to you directly. But mind you, this is a collective reading when it comes to the Divine Masculine energy within the collective. If you want more of a personal reading when it comes to what your person feels or thinks about you, you can book those with me, or you can even book it from Erin. You can connect to Erin on her Instagram, or even on Discord. It's up to you. Either way works for her, and you can even look on her Instagram of testimonies of how people have helped, how she has helped them in their journeys, and she's wonderful. And her and I, we have our connection, but how we serve other people in the worldwide collective is unique. Because we are connected, but our gifts are a little bit differently. And like for me, I'm more of an inner knowing. And for Erin, well, connected with Erin. She can explain how her gifts operate with her. I don't speak for Erin, and by all means, if she speaks about me, she's free to do so. She's free to do whatever she wants to. I give her that freedom all the time, 100%. I don't set any limitations or expectations on what she can or cannot do. She's a free sovereign being too. She gives me the same space. And that's how it is. That's why I always talk about when I connect to y'all. You give them the space to be who they are, and their connection will be as it should be. It's only our ego that interrupts with that connection. With that being said, I'm going to start drawing cards out here to give those messages for your Divine Masculine. You know what I'm seeing in this right at the bat? For most of you feminines that are watching this message here, because I know you're wondering what your person's thinking or feeling about right now. But what he's actually seeing is you all actually giving him space to be who he is. This is actually really wonderful. But how you're feeling about this is that you're not too at ease with it. Why I'm saying that about this is that you're sitting on the stone of throne. You're trying to show him that you're crystalline beings. You're here to work on the crystalline grid structure, which we all serve a purpose in that role, because our duty here is to reestablish the divine authority that we're here to have to change the dynamic that Earth is in. If you look around you with the current events that are happening right now, our Earth needs our help, because we as humans, as a collective, have been destroying Earth, and we allowed it to be destroyed, because we as humans have a direct impact on the overall energy the Earth is in. So if we don't like the current condition the Earth is in, we are directly responsible for that. If we want to change it, then we have to change. We have to change. That's how we change the current condition of the Earth, is by changing ourselves, because we're the ones that are destroying Earth. And we got all these systems out there that can either create or destroy. And I'm not even gonna worry about timelines, but I'm just gonna put it this way. Recently, we've been destroying Earth more than we've been creating anything. We got all these wonderful people that have brilliant minds. And what do we put our attention and money into? A system that has been destroying the Earth. If we want to change that around, we change the people that we invest our money in. If we don't like the outcome the world is in, then we change who we invest our money in. What I'm saying about this is that there are world leaders out there, and we're the ones that give our power over to those world leaders. If we're not liking the current condition of the Earth is in, then we change our world leaders that are destroying the Earth. It's that simple. But we have to realize that the power is within us to begin with. And we're the ones that surrender our power to these world leaders. If we want changes to take place, then we have to take responsibility for how we surrender our power to people that we thought were there for us, when in fact all they are doing is destroying things. And yet we want to turn our back towards it because we think that we're in our truth, but when this is in reverse, we're not really understanding what our truth is. That's why we don't feel like we're really connecting to that crystalline grid structure that we get our power from. Because that crystalline grid structure unites us all on an energetic level. Yet we're so disconnected from ourselves. How are we supposed to connect to that crystalline grid structure when we can't even connect to ourselves? Because the connection starts from within us, and everything else just mirrors that. So if we are disconnected, how are we supposed to build a crystalline grid structure that unites us all when we're not united within ourselves? That's why the work that we do on ourselves is so important. Mind you, the power within us is what brings the power outside of us, because outside of us just reflects the power within us. If we feel like as a collective we're not empowered, then we have to look within ourselves to search within us how to be empowered. I'm gonna draw some more cards here. Look at this. Look at this. Inner work. That's what Justice in Reverse is showing here. You have to do that inner work. You have to be truthful with yourself when you do that inner work. You have to go within you and connect your intuition and then balance out your masculine and feminine energy. Guess what? Underneath the Justice card here is Virgo. Just clarifying that it's all about the inner work. So if we really want to change the world, we gotta change ourselves. It's about the balance. We do all this inner work so that we can reflect it outwardly. But right now, we're not connecting the dots. We're not seeing that for us to transform the world around us, we have to transform our inner world. Doing that inner work. Doing our inner work. And finding our balance within ourselves. Because once we find a balance within ourselves, then we can start balancing out the world. And it's going to take both our masculine and feminine energy, because that's what justice is all about. Unification of the masculine and feminine energy, balancing that out. Can't be all just feminine energy. We can't be all just masculine energy. It's going to be a balance between the two. That's why twin flames are so important, because they do that inner work. And guess what? When they do the inner work, then the inner work actually shows up in 3D reality, because the twins are the masculine and feminine energy when it comes to the connection between the twins themselves. That's where we feel, mind you, this is pentacles here, but it's in reverse. It's that feminine power within us. And all the transformations and fertility that comes from us creating things when we step into our divine feminine power within us. Mind you, this is a lot of feminine energy up here. What I'm seeing is that a lot of healing needs to take place within us. A lot of healing needs to take place within us. If we want to transform the world around us, which requires healing, we gotta do the inner work so we can heal the wounds within us, so we can operate within a healthy energy instead of wounded energy. That's gonna take more of that feminine cultivation. Why do I say cultivation? Because the Empress is surrounded by growth. She's surrounded by growth, by plenty. We're not going to be able to change the world from a lack mentality. We can't change the world with a lack mentality. We got to be abundant. Because the world is looking for a source of abundance, but an authentic abundance. Because an Empress, she's nobody's fool. She's nobody's fool. She attracts things to her because everyone wants what the Empress has. She's free to be who she is because everyone wants what she has. But before she became the Empress, she had to do the inner work. She had to be empowered within her, so the power within her flows outwardly. That's why her crown chakra is so lit up in this card. Why is her crown chakra so lit up? Because her crown chakra radiates from all the energy within her. So everything that she's feeling within her radiates from her crown chakra. She's connecting to everything from her crown chakra. So if she's going to really illuminate and resonate in the energy, her thoughts have to be aligned with who she is too. But and for her thoughts to be in line, she has to align with her essence, where her true power lies. But that comes from all the inner work. She has to do all this inner work first before she can step into her true power of who she is. The true divine feminine power. And mind you, we all have this power within us, regardless if you think you are masculine or feminine. So if you really want to attract your masculine towards you, you got to be empowered first. You got to find out how to balance out your masculine and feminine energy within you to attract your masculine towards you, so that you too could be a powerhouse. Because who's the empress match? It's the emperor. And who's going to stop the emperor and the empress when they have this heightened energy between the two of them? Because when they are unified, their energies just multiply. But it's going to require us doing this inner work. It's going to require us doing our inner work and doing it authentically, because the results of our inner work will be evident. The results of our inner work will be evident. That's what's going to really empower us to step into that Empress energy. To step into her Empress energy, it's a result from all the inner work. It's a result from all the inner work. Mind you, inner work. This is what Virgo is representing here, is all the inner work. And it's at the feet of justice. For us to be in our truth, it's a result from all the inner work that we do within ourselves. And that's what Lady Justice builds around her. You know, you can feel it as a wall behind her, but those are bricks that she has laid down due to her due diligence. She's at ease being surrounded by her work, because her work is being shown for what it is, and it's built on a firm foundation. Mind you, this foundation is not cracked. It is firm. It's solid. And therefore, wherever she builds out that firm foundation is going to withstand the test of time. That's why she's able to step into her Empress energy, because of the firm, strong foundation she built. And that's being shown through justice. Everything is balanced out. Because to build a firm foundation, it takes a masculine energy. So this masculine energy is supporting this feminine energy. Because that's what the masculine and feminine do, is that they support each other. And it takes a balance between them working together. Not one is less than or more than the other. Yes, they're different energies, but together they form a firm foundation. Yes, there's a lot of feminine energy here, but for the feminine energy to be in this power, she has to be in tune with the masculine energy too. That's why there's balance here, right? Between the masculine and feminine, and the feminine energy understands this. She wouldn't be who she is today without the support of her masculine. So, for this divine masculine check-in, for you divine feminines, for you to step into your power, you got to recognize, for you to be in the power that you are in, it takes a balance between you and your person. It takes both of you working together, both of you wanting the same thing, working towards that desired outcome. Mind you, the desired outcome is that crystalline grid. We're made to give strength to it. The only way we add strength to it is by doing all the inner work. Draw some more cards here. Look at this. I just want to say what's happening here. Because of all this inner work that the feminine energy has done, what did she do? She created the foundation for unity. She created the foundation for unity. Because the end result of all this inner work is a pair. This pair of King and Queen of Wands, mind you, that's a great pair because it's built on the love frequency itself, and it's very passionate. They're both standing in their power, and they're doing it authentically. They're balancing each other out. Mind you, it's taking both of them to be able to step into their power. And it's going to be equal give and take of love between these two. Because when I see the 9 of Cups here, 4 cups for each one. 4 cups for the masculine energy, 4 cups for the feminine energy, and then 1 cup that they share between themselves to make the 9 of Cups. And this is abundant. There's nothing lacking in this. But they also realize that there's always room for growth. We're not here to be stagnant when it comes to who we are. In fact, we're always continuously ascending in the power that we have within us. And it's built upon that love frequency. Money, cups, all about love. And it's abundance. There's a lot of abundance in here. There's a golden room illuminating the background of this card. There's a lot of abundance here. And there's still room for growth because this is just a Duke and it's a masculine energy tapping in to more of his feminine energy because of the emotions. Emotions are more feminine. So we saw a balance of the masculine and feminine energy here. So what I'm really seeing here in this divine masculine check-in is that the divine masculine is understanding that without the power that the feminine energy brings forth in the connection, he's not empowered. Money, he's at the root of this reading. He wouldn't be empowered without all the work the feminine energy has done. The feminine energy laid the foundation for the masculine to step into his power. And then it's going to be equal give and take of the love frequency between the masculine energy and feminine energy. This is where the power comes from for the divine masculine energy. So if you're really wanting to share union with your masculine, do your inner work. Do your inner work. Because without this inner work, none of this would take place. That's how important you are, divine feminines. It's all that inner work that you do. You lay down the foundation of the connection. Because when you're doing that inner work, you're unifying your masculine and feminine energy within you. That's a unification within you that creates the space for you two to be unified in the 3D sense. You know, you're feeling this. This is based on the love frequency, right? But if you're not feeling it, how are you supposed to create it? We create from how we are feeling. And if we're building upon the love frequency and we're balancing out our masculine and feminine energy, we're creating space for union. And when we are unified, there's a great abundance that comes from that. Mind you, great abundance, right? With the Empress right there, very fertile. It's going to burst forth everything we're here to create. That's what the Empress is all about. With that being said, I'm going to draw a couple mystic cards to bring out further messages that may be here for the collective masculine energy. And draw this one right here. Wow, look at this. We're talking about the Empress. You two are building what? Your empire. We're here to create a new earth built upon what? A solid foundation that's going to be full of power. And that power is going to be what transforms our world. So this card, Empire, is confirming that. It's going to resonate from our heart chakra too. Mind you, 16. What I'm really seeing here in the 16 is really the 4 of Wands. Why am I seeing the 4 of Wands in that 16? Because what is 4 times 4? It's 16. So you have to have 4 wands for yourself, and your person has to have 4 wands for himself. And your combined 4 wands is what you build your empire on. So you have to have that union within yourself that's based on the 4 alchemical elements. And when you do that, your person does that because you two mirror each other. That's where your true power comes from to build your empire upon. Building 4 wands for each one of you. And mind you, that's what you're establishing between your person and yourself. Because you're in that power. You're in that wand's power. And being in that wand's power, you're going to be able to build the empire based on all the alchemical elements. Because that's what the 4 wands represents, is all the alchemical elements. That's where you can build your empire on. That's what the power is going to come from to transform our world around us. And when we establish that power within us and it resonates from our heart chakra, then we're going to transform the world around us likewise. Then we're going to be able to step into our power and show the world how it could be truly empowered. Because right now, it's being disempowered. The power is being sucked out of us. We need to bring the power back into the earth. And we're going to do that. But the only way we can do that is by what? Doing that inner work within us. Which is being really strong in this feminine energy that's ushering in what? Union. That union energy. With that union energy, we're going to be able to establish the new earth here. And we're going to establish the new earth here through that 4 wands energy. And we're going to have that union within ourselves first, both in the masculine and feminine energy, so that we can usher in the new earth. But we have to have that new earth and new energy within us first before it can be established here on earth. Well, hopefully this divine masculine reaches you well and gives you encouragement to continue to do that work that you're here to do. Well, I love you a lot, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.